Hi, good evening, team. So we are starting in just 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So in the last session, we covered the subfile, how we can edit the subfile, how we can read the subfile and display, and how we can manipulate the records in subfile. And today we will cover the window subfile and message subfile. Also, we will cover how we can take a reference from the message subfile to display levels. Okay, so I will show one example. Like in this program, this is the simple program of subfile which we written in the earlier. So here we can see the levels, or we can say we have constant as employee ID, department, state, and date of joining. These variables are coming to the message file. Okay, these are not the constant. And what is the advantage of the message file over the constant? If let's suppose someone want to change as a date of joining, let's suppose someone to hire a date. Okay, so what we need to change the subfile labels, and we need to recompile the subfiles. Then you need to recompile the programs. But here we no need to recompile the programs. Just we can change the message from the outside of the programs. So like how we can change the message? Well, for that, first we need to create a message file. So I have created a message file. My message file name is work message file KMSG app. Here with the help of 12 work with message description, we can see how many message ID we have. For displaying a record or text, we should have to add the message ID. So I have added few message ID. If you are here, then you can take option F6. Okay, or directly we can use the command add message description. Okay, here we need to give the message ID. Okay, message ID having some naming convention. Starting 3 characters should be starting 3 letters should be character from A to Z. Okay, and last 4 should be as a numeric. Okay, we cannot create like 1 2 3 4 5 6 something. Okay, it will throw the error. It will try to value this one print message ID not a valid name. Okay, so here also you can check with the help of F1 naming convention PP 3 times, then N 4 times. Okay, so the first 3 character must be a code consisting of an alphabetic character followed by 2 numeric. Okay, so we can add here, then we can give the text whatever we want to the text. Okay, so this I was like added. Okay, if you will see employee ID, department, state, date of joining. Let's suppose I want to change this one. Okay, I don't want to show the as a date of joining. I want to show as a date of hire or date of hiring. I have something. Okay, this is for testing purpose only. Okay, we can take anything whatever we want. If you do the press now, it's change. Okay, out to the screen. If I will call this program, now you can see date of hire. Okay, no need to change any into the sub file. So this is the mainly advantage of the message files. So okay, if we are writing any program in the okay subfile or display file, if you can take a reference from the message file, then it will be very helpful. You can take this as from the message ID, this is screen as well. That means all constant we can take the reference from the message file. Or if you want to change this one, okay, so we can change this one as well. Work message file option 12. Can go here department. Let's do to testing purpose. I'm taking short name. Okay. Five it's changed. If we call this one, now it's changed. So now it's changed. Okay. In this program, like we are not taking any reference. If you want to change, then you need to go to the program, sorry, display file, then you need to change this one, then recompile the display file, then recompile the program, else you will get the error. So this is the advantage. Like how we can take the reference. Okay, so this is my sub file. One, okay, option 17. In the control record format, like or let's put in a header. Here we have a employee detail maintenance. Okay, I want to change it. Okay, I want to delete this one. Okay. Now if it will come out the screen, this one and program as well. Now it will display as blank, okay, because we have deleted the constant value. Now we want to add the value, okay. So go to screen in this record format. Here we want to add. So take declare field as output mode. Then we need to give the length. Let's put 40 length. Okay. If it's larger, then we can small like 35. Then we can define a name. Yeah, like company name is something. So we can have we have already PIO 001. So we need to rename this field. We can have PIO 4 times 1. Okay. We need to use some keywords. So here we can use the color. If you want to color as like blue, so we can have 1. And this is the message ID. Okay. Here we can have the message ID. 3 fields we have message prefix. Starting 3 position PIO, and the identifier means number of the message. We have 4 times 1, and the message file is a KMSJ. Press enter. Now it's displaying below. Come out this one. Here you will see 111 question mark, because we don't have any message ID with the name with the PIO 4 times 1. So we need to add the message ID. Okay. So we can use the add message description directly. Message ID, file name, in which file you want to add, message file, library, and here we can have, let's put company name. Now I'm not going to change in the my file and not in program, just I'm calling the program directly. Now you can see programs.io India Private Limited. Okay, because earlier we have a company name as a Pixar Consulting. If we have the hard coded value as a Pixar Consulting Private Limited, or let's suppose we have 1,000 of the program, so we need to change 1,000 times. Okay, we need to go into the all screen, then we need to change the company name. And here just we need to change the one message ID and it will be change the all program. So this is the main advantage of the message ID. If we are taking any like company name and things, just we can change the, just we can take the reference from the message ID. And this is the way how we can take the reference from the message file. Okay. So and this program, okay, it's the like different program. So we are not taking reference from this one. So in the to edit mode, here we have F4 equal to prompt. Sometimes we have plus sign that will indicate to the if we have plus signs, it's indicate to the F4 functionality. We can take F4 on in front of this field. Okay, take the option F4, so it will display a new screen. This called the window subfile. We have subfile because we have record in the tabular formats, multiple records, and we can select the records. And just what we have a new here, just we have a new like window. It's displaying the record into the window. So that called the window subfile. If I want to change from RPG to let's suppose Java RPG, just this is the X. We can take X one option 1 5 anything else. Okay, it's not like a mandatory to take a X for the selection. Okay, press enter. So now it's selected for Java RPG. Okay, if I will hit enter, so it will save and it will update the file as well. Okay, so this is the window subfile. How we will declare the window subfile? So okay, we will go come out this screen. Yeah, these three record formats for the window subfile. Okay, this is the footer, and this is the subfile, and this is the control. For every subfile, we have to record format. One for SFL, second one for control. If you will see this one, this is the message of file. Okay, message SFL and SFL control. Okay, so and here we can take option 12, and this is the simple like we declare the variable by using this one like constant. Okay, we want to move this one, then we can this one. Okay, it is similar to the subfile. Okay, we can move from right to left. Okay, the constant value option, and this is the department name. This is also constant, and this will be declared as the one. Okay, you can see in this record format the length window field name. Okay, and this border is coming to the different record format from this one. Okay, here you can see this border. We declare this border. Now why it's showing into this record format, we are using a overlay keyword, so that's why it's displaying the border in this record format as well. You can see here. Okay, so yeah, I will tell you how like we can add the message of file. Okay, just take option 1, and here we can see, let's put W1, press enter. Here you need to take a Windows of file. Okay, here WC1. This is the control record format now. Here you have to use some keyword like window. You want to window and border. Okay, then it will ask to the starting position to actual line. That means row, and this is the position means columns. Okay, so we specify 2 comma 2. So it will start the window from line number 2 and column number 2. If we want to a different position, then we can have the line number 6 and 12. So it will start from like this position, like here 6 comma 12. This is a window lines. How many row will be display? Like 10. And this is the position length of the window. So we can have like 30. Okay. You will see this one. It look like this one. This is the window. Okay. This is a 6 comma 12. Here you can see 6 comma 12 because 6 is the starting position. That means row, and 12 is the column. And this is the 10. Okay. And in horizontally, this, sorry, and this is the width of the window 30. Okay. So we can declare the window. Just what we need to use, I have used the window as a footer. Okay, so we can clear this one. Okay. In this footer, when you will use like 1, then you can assign W2, then just use the window keyword for defining this one. Okay. We'll define the window. Then we need to use overlay keywords with the help of option 8. Select keyword. We can use the keywords. Here we can use overlay. This one overlay keywords. So if you will put here overlay, so we can use the overlay keywords. So I'm deleting this one. Okay, now come out. I will show you the code into this one. Okay. This is the footer that we use into the last. Here we need to window. This is the starting position 436 where we want to start. And this is the border if we want to color below or reverse image. Okay. And this is the message like color white 34 character and as 5 equal to refresh and cancel in the footer function key and color below. This is the main subfile record format. Here we have only two fields, option and field name that contain the like RPG, Java, and okay. This is the control. In the control, we need to give the SFL control and this record format name and SFL size and SFL page and window. What we use window in W footer. This is the record format name. Okay. So this record in this window, it will reference to the this record format. So this keyword automatically apply into this record format. This is the function key. Okay, this is the overlay keyword. And for arrays, we have an extra keyword. Okay, and this keyword means W. This will be clear the this record format value. If we have previous values, it will clear this one. And this is the gender keywords: SFL DSP, DSP control, clear, and end. Okay. So here we can like see the screen this one. This is the use of the Windows Subfile. like mainly where we use let's suppose we have a department. If somebody don't know the how many department we have, so we can give the prompt functionality. Sometimes we can give the functionality for the state. So here also we can use the F4. Then we can have a one physical file. That files should contain the states. So we can load the file. Okay. In the program, okay, I will show you the program code. Here we are checking. This is the screen. Here we are checking if prompt F4 press equal to on and field name equal to employee department. Then we turn off the indicator. Okay, so clear window and same, because we have the same method for the window subfile as well. First clear the subfile, then load the subfile, then display the subfile. Okay, so here we can clear the subfile as similar to the subfile and load the window and display the window. If you will go here, simply set a low val. This is the physical file. In that file we have the languages. Okay, read that file and assign the value, increment the RN number. Okay, and check the condition. If it is onto the tetra 9, then leave, write the record and read the file again. If you'll see here, we add the new line, this line. Earlier we have only one subfile, so we have used as file as DTL because this is the loader subfile. Now we introduce a new subfile as a window subfile, so we need to give the record format name and new RN number. We cannot link this variable with this subfile record format, so we need to declare new record format. Sorry, new variable as well. Okay. In here, in the option F6, like we are getting value employee name cannot be blank. So earlier, like what we are doing, we are taking one field as output mode in here. Okay, and the 20. But now we are handling the message through the message file. So this message, it's coming to the message files. Employee name cannot be blanks. Okay. If we want to change this message ID, okay. So no need to go into the display file and program. Just use the work message file. Here, this is the record message 03. Okay. Employee name cannot be blank. You can change here like name cannot be. Okay. We can change the value here. Okay, we can give the this field cannot be blank or this field is mandatory. Okay, so I'm doing here like employee, this field is a blank. Okay, F5 it's changed. Now same, call this one, let me try to edit thing. Field can, this field cannot be blank. So if someone want to change the message, error message, so we can change the error message. Just we need to change the description of the message ID or text of the message ID. So no need to change any program. Like how to how to create a message file and how to handle the message of file in program. So this is the 17. These two record formats are used to create a message subfile. Okay. Here you can take option 1. Okay. Let's suppose M1. This is a message. You need to take the option SFL message. Okay. And MC1. This is a control code format. Here we have 3 field SFL message record that indicate on which lines you want to display the message. 1 to 27 we can give them. So here you can give 23, 24. If you're using 27, then you can the 27. If you're using 24, then you can give the 24. Okay. Let's suppose 27. Message key. Here you can give the message key. Then we can define one variable here. Okay. Then we can give the program message queue. So this simple PGM queue, you need to give the one variable name here. Let's suppose PGM queue. Okay. SM1 and MC1. Okay, it is clear. This one. Check. We can take option 8. This is the text. Okay. A simple control. Then this is the simple program queue name is program queue. And this keyword is automatically apply a simple DSP control. Size by default 2 and 1. So this will create your message of file. I will show you the code like how it's look. This is a simple message record on 24th. We can give whatever we want 24, 27. This is a message key. We need to declare one variable as a message key or something. We can give the name of that one. And this is the variable. Give the name program queue and length should be 10. And this is the control. So here overlay and erase DSP control slide and size page assemble PGM queue. That's keywords are automatically apply assemble DSP control and initialize you can remove or you can have this one and size and page should be 2 and 1. Okay, so don't change the size or page because assemble page that's indicate how many records you want to display. So we just in the message file we will display only one record. So you should have this one and this should be 2. Okay, and this is the assemble PGMQ. This is the variable. In this variable we assign the program name. We will check this variable into the program. It's the program queue initialize assemble RPG. Okay, that's the program name, or you can use this variable for this name PGM name. Okay, you can assign PGM name as well. Okay, so don't take this one. Okay, just you can change this one program queue equal to PGM name. Why? Because this is the hard coded SFL RPG and program name it is coming to the PSDS. So if we rename this program name, let's suppose if you in the future you will change the program name SFL RPG to SFL RPG 1 or 2 whatever. So this name automatically will change, but this name will not change. So it will create the issue. So you can take the value from the PSDS. I will show you how to like use the errand. Okay. Okay. In here, add record. Okay. We turn off the all indicators which are required. Here, initially we are calling to the remove message from program queue. This is a subroutine name. Okay, so like after exempty, we clear the previous message from the message queue. If any error occur, then we will send the message into the message queue. So for RPG, we have some API. Okay. Call P, or no need to call P, you can directly use it as well. Remove message. Okay. This is the API. Name is QMHRBPM. This is the API. You can, okay. Then you can declare like a prototype in this API. In this API, we need to pass few parameter as a call stack. Okay. And call stack constant and message key and remove code and message error. And one more API we have for sending QMH SND PM. Okay. Or in the next example, we'll show you we can write a CL as well. Okay, simple CL. So in the CL, we can use the remove message queue, the command remove message, it's a command, and send pgmmsg command. So through that send pgmmsg command, we can send the message. Okay. And through remove message or clear message, we can clear the message from the message queue. In this API, okay, we need to pass few parameters. Okay, message ID, which message ID you want to display, and message file and message data. Data means if you have any variable into the your message ID, then it will be replace this one. Message length, message type, that means which type of message. Okay, because message have a type, and call stack. Okay, and these are error and key. Okay, so if you will see this send message. Okay. In here we are passing message file. This is the KMSG app. Message data. If we have any message data, then we will pass. Else we will pass the blank. Message length. That means length of the data. Here we are using trim length of the message length. Message type. You can pass the blank. Okay. Sorry. We are taking the information because we have message, break message, information, inquiry message. Okay. Warning message. Few types of message types we have. Okay. Call stack. The string value, and this is a blank. We can call this one. Through that we will display the record, display the message into the message queue. Like here what we are doing, earlier we have the, here we are checking if option equal to 2, option 4 and option 5. If we have other option not 2, 4, 5, then we are checking this equal to on, then we are moving the value text message equal to invalid option. Now what we are doing, we are taking message ID equal to msg001 and as one option, that means which one you have taken in the screen, that we are moving to w opt, and this is coming to the message data and we are sending the message. Okay, so you here we can use 2, 4, 5. Okay, by using one, option 1 is not valid. Okay, this is the my message, option 1 is not. If I use 11, message will change, option 11 is not valid because this 11 is coming to the runtime. If you will see the message on the work message file, option then %1, that the variable into the message ID text. Okay, so that variable can be changed into the runtime. Yeah, okay, you should saw the error, like lot of error come into the sometimes we face message wait. So few we have a message like that, the generic message that we can change the on runtime. There's one message file QCPFMSG. This is the system provided message file. Okay, here you can see like data entered must be in the format like this one. So ampersand and 2 will be replaced onto the runtime. You have faced error CPF0864 into CL end of reach. Here you can see end of file detected for file 1 and file 2. This is the error code, but you see the error end of file detected for file PF1 in LIB1. So ampersand 1 and ampersand 2. Ampersand 1 indicate the file name and ampersand 2 indicate the library. Okay. So this is the message of file 4131 label check on file because file it's changing the runtime and library is 3 with member. So here you can use the option 5 for the display. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So these three parameters are replacing on the runtime. Okay. So we can create some message ID if you want to set the value on the runtime. So this is the message file. Okay, QCPMSG. This is the provided by the IBM. Okay, so we can see the message if you want to see the message like decimal data error. This is the hard coded. That means that in that text we don't have any. Okay, so this program you can go to the bottom. You will get this in the on okay Google as well, like how and this one send message and remove. Okay, so for sending we need to pass these parameters and for removing we need to pass these parameters. Here for calling this send message I have declared the one prototypes PR send message and extpgm. That means this API now it's called to this name. Okay, if we are not using this one, okay, in that case we can directly call by using call pqmh snd pdm, but in that case you have to pass these parameters. So for our purpose we use the extpgm keywords and use the existing API name. Okay, this name should be in capital letter. Okay, if you will use a small letter or mix, then it will not work. Then send. Okay, you can give the name and these are the parameters which we need to pass. Okay, so here and this is the remove. Okay, and we need to declare this parameter. So here I declare SMS ID length should be 7. Okay, and this is initialize with blank. Okay, so we will pass the message ID on the runtime and message file, sorry, message type and message stack message key. This is will be blank. This, that for the remove. Okay, remove code means star all means remove the all message. Okay, then the message file name, KMSGF and library name. That's the 20 character. Okay, program queue we have hard coded. You can take on the PSDS. And the message ID we have here we are assigned the message ID option. So we know message 001 is a message ID for the option 1. Okay, and 2 for the record cannot be blank and 3 for the employee cannot be blank. Okay, this employee department name cannot be blank. Okay, so that's a message ID 4. Before calling to send message to program queue, we need to pass this message ID. If let's I will comment this one. Okay, then we will not get the message on employee department cannot be blank. Okay, I'm not compiling. Now I'm calling this program or to here. If I try to blank, we will get the error. Employee department cannot be blank. Okay, I have commented the code, but I didn't compile the program, so I need to recompile the program first. Okay. Now I compile the program, call. I think this should not be display. One 020304. Okay. Somewhere, yeah. It's another error because we are passing a message ID as a blank. Okay. So import department cannot be blank. Okay. So this is the use of the message subfile and window subfile. Okay. So for today, I have covered the all message subfile and window subfile.
This is all about today's session, message of file and Windows of file. So if anyone have any query or doubt, so they can join our clinical session at 6:30. So thank you everyone.